All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and work this guy out here. I'm going to give you guys two examples, and just so you guys kind of know how they're very similar to solving equations. Okay, we've already solved equations. We know how to solve something like this. So again, if I were to give you something like, I'm going to do a little side note right here. Like if I gave you 3/4 x is equal to 5, how would you solve that? I think I told you guys that you guys can actually multiply by the denominator. So that's going to cancel, or it's going to divide out, right? And then I'm going to be left with 3x is equal to 5 times 4, which is 20, divided by 3. And then you're left with x is equal to 20 over 3, okay? So that's just a very quick example to kind of compare what I'm going to do here. Now, with one thing that is very important, so I just made it like a little bubble here for an important note. When you are solving inequalities and inequalities only, this is the main difference here. When solving inequalities, again, this is pretty important. It's the main difference between solving inequality and an equation, is that if you ever divide or multiply by a negative number, then you have to flip the signs. Okay, so these signs that you see here, they flip. Okay, so when solving inequalities, if you multiply or divide by a negative number, flip the sign. Okay, so super important note. Just keep a note of that. I'm just going to do these examples so you guys can see exactly what I mean. Now this one here, I would multiply in order to solve this problem. Again, I can do my little wall here, but I want to multiply that by 4, and I want to multiply that by 4, right? I know this is going to divide out, and I'm going to be left with 3x is greater than or equal to 20. Now here, I multiply by a positive number, right? Here says if you multiply or divide by a negative number, flip the sign. So I'm not going to flip this sign. That sign's going to stay the same. Here, I'm going to divide by a 3, and I'm left with x is greater than or equal to 20 over 3. Now, again, I divided by a positive 3, so the sign stays the same. Your final answer would be anything that is greater than or equal to 20 over 3. And if you want to know exactly what that is, divide 20 over 3 and figure that out, okay? I'm going to do another one. This involves a little bit more steps. So like, let's say here I had, again, you distribute, right? You have negative 7 times 7b. What does that give you? That's going to give you negative 49b. And then distribute the negative 7 to the 8. That's going to give you negative 56 is greater than or equal to 91. Okay, so again, all I did here, I distributed first, and then I brought this down here. Okay, so now, again, pretend that this was like your wall here. What are you going to do first? You want to isolate this right here. Isolate your variable. So I'm going to say plus 56 here, plus 56 here. Okay, additive inverse. Okay, that's going to combine like terms. That's going to go ahead and equal 0. So now I'm left with negative 49b is greater than or equal to 91 plus 56, which I believe is 147. Sorry, hold on. Yeah, 147. Okay. Again, what are you going to do here? You're going to go ahead and divide by negative 49. And what's our rule? The rule we just talked about, this one right here. If you multiply or divide by a negative number, flip the sign. So I have to flip this sign here because I just divided by a negative number. Okay, so whenever this is negative, this sign is going to flip the other way. So this here becomes b. Again, this sign flips, goes this way. And 147 divided by negative 149 is going to be a negative 3. Okay, so this one, in order to make this inequality true, all the values that would make it true is anything that is less than or equal to -3, so -3, and anything less than that, -4, -5, and so on. Okay, so these are your notes, guys. If you guys have any questions, please go ahead and message me, and I'll go ahead and create more examples if you guys need help, okay? All right, guys, good luck. Go ahead and try the practice problems that are in the next assignment, and I hope you guys do well on them.